Welcome to Baja. We got a booth set up, San Felipe. It's about to get wild from what everyone's saying, but this is pretty cool. About 8 a.m. just getting set up in the first trucks. I didn't realize this. Fred was telling me these guys will sleep in the cars overnight as they get all set up for staging. And we got, looks like we got the #1 qualifier, Fred. We got Tavo Bildosula.
Yep, he's up front.
I saw an interview, he said he's going for the championship this year. He's not holding back. I think Bryce qualified second, I believe. It's race day. Man, contingency was fun. The Baja Kitchen was serving up a lot of tequila last night and it was smooth. I'm not 100% this morning, but good times down in Baja. It was really fun to be part of contingency. We sold a couple t-shirts and hats and gave away thousands of stickers. So far lived up to the hype of a really fun event, fun race to go check. So we're here right outside the start, about ready to get my drone up in the air. There we go, we got a chopper in the air, which means that we are close. I'm gonna try to track the race, and it's fun to follow Baja Race now with the internet, so we can get some live tracking and see what's going on, especially when we get down lower in the course. So 250-mile race here, San Felipe. We're gonna watch here, we're like at race mile 3 as they just come off the start, and then after we watch a lot of the fast guys come down, we're gonna head down to, I think, race mile 160. They're gonna loop around the mountains here behind us, I believe, and then we're gonna catch them there and hopefully catch them at the finish. So it's gonna be a fun day. I've always wanted to do something like this, and you know, everyone's in their razors and their trucks, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get some good drone shots and just enjoy the vibes down here. So all we need is find some more tacos later on in the day, which I'm sure we will find, and enjoy race action. I haven't been to a Baja race in 4 or 5 years, so. The UTVs just started and I saw a guy get a buck wild over this kicker, so we had to come down here about 100 yards. It's be a good section for filming. We're gonna see watch and throttle control. We just saw Hedger come through. versus, you know, suspension, whatever you want to call it. You guys can argue in the comments, but me and Anthony here, we're gonna see whose car is dialed with their throttle control and their suspension through these big boys. First Can-Am right here. This one's nasty, dude. Hey, he better buy a lottery ticket. Oh, shit. I missed the shot. I was just gonna say, man, look how much better the 10 car works through this stuff.
Not.
Oh my.
Dude, that guy has some big balls, dude. He did not flinch.
Was he getting a shot?
I don't know.
He's got a...
Maybe he's changing his pants now. That's what he's doing.
Oh my God, dude.
Let's see. I don't think they think it's that bad.
It's funny because I was just talking with Anthony about how I always dreamed of owning and racing a 10 car, and watching the UTVs go through this section, then the 10s. It's almost like, you know, does the width, does the wheelbase help as much in overall speed and control? Here's some slow-mo shots of some of these cars back to back. You guys be the judge. Comment below, let me know what you think. Well, we just tried to jam through the desert from race mile 210 down to 160 to watch a bunch of pit stops, but we missed the top 6 trophies already. It looks like Ampudia just passed for the lead. We've got another trophy truck coming at us right now, which is probably 7th or 8th. Well, we jammed back on the highway and unfortunately we missed the first 4 or 5 trucks. I think those shots of the helicopter was Vildosola Senior, who was I think the 6th, and we just saw Cameron Steele go by number 7. So we were late both times, late getting down to the bottom, late coming back up. Maybe we should have just hung out and got some cool clips at Zoo Road and came to the finish, watched start and finish, but all good, man. Fun to get a lay of the land and got to do a little bit of off-roading there. That one section was really rough. But we'll hang out, have fun, watch all the other classes come by. It's gonna be a long several hours, I'm sure, for those guys, and hang out and enjoy being in San Felipe. And the crowd's reaction.
That's not valid.
How many out of 10 does that one?
0.
0 out of 10? How many?
7.5. 7.5.
You can't say 7.
She said 3. Why?
I'm used to like the fast life.
That was better than a 3. Judges overrule the 3.
I say at least a 7.
You can't say 7. It's got to be 8 or 6.
8.
It was a solid 8 from what we've seen, for sure.
That was like a 3.
I think it's a 5. I say 4. 4, dude. 5.
I'm gonna say all of you guys are ballpark. I'm gonna give it a 5.
It's like wimpy. Hey, somebody else is coming. He's coming in slow. Oh, what is that?
Okay, hold on. Double. We got Los Terribles for the double.
9 and 1 the second one.
9 to 1.
I agree, dude. 9 first one, that last one. Hey, but he's struggling to. Maybe he's like on one cylinder or something.
Dust.
Yeah,
Dust
dude,
cylinder.
Dust. Yeah, who knows?
Do you think he probably just got passed by Terribles right there at the finish line?
Oh yeah, right here. There's a nice like open section.
There's no way he was on his wheel, on his tires, because he was going way slower.
He got passed.
Well, Terribles definitely, with all their legacy and off-road, they get an extra point for me. I would have given him an 8. They definitely get a 9, and I agree. I think a 1 on that guy was like, come on, bro, put on a show.
Razor! Oh! Uh-oh. It turned off? There he goes.
Back. 8, and this guy was like a 8.
So the Class 1 car, you gave a 3?
The class 1 is the
cop car?
Yeah. And then the first UTV was like an 8. What was the first UTV? It was a Can-Am. What's this color? It was a Razor. Maverick R. He's a Can-Am guy. He doesn't want to say Polaris.
Polaris is fire.
So hey, how about if a Maverick R doesn't show up in the next half an hour? You gotta.
Oh, they're already over there.
We haven't seen it. We've been here all day.
We're late.
We were late because of the Razor guy.
They traded on in.
I agree. I think for a Razor, you can't expect him to go as big as a TT spec. Obviously, we would just check tracking, and he was behind Caden McCackern, so I'm waiting to see. I had to double check it, but Hager found a ton of speed in the last 40 miles.
Yeah, because you checked about 80 miles ago.
208.
Oh,
40 miles ago, yeah, and Caden was in front of him, so.
Yeah, Brock is a beast. He's that dude. But it's crazy because, like, look how far back Caden is, and Caden is also a freaking beast.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's coming around any moment.
We will see. I think that was only the second class one, so we passed a couple class ones and passed obviously several specs.
Including that Herp spec, which is crazy. Because the Herps they have badass trucks too.
Whoa!
I give him a 1.
A 1.
You guys didn't see, huh?
I didn't see it.
6.
6?
What? I was gonna say 7. I can't say 7.
No, I'm not allowed.
And
You didn't even see it.
I think it's gonna be an 8.
What? It was like a 2.
I think it was a 4. I agree. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Fred says if you rate it anywhere.
Okay, here we go. Everyone's eyes on the prize.
I'll give him an 8. Oh, that was way better.
That was a good one. 8.
8.
Difference in leads.
6. 6s.
I'll give him an 8. I'm gonna agree with Fred, dude.
I'm gonna go with the crowd at 6.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Hater.
If he had 5 more miles an hour, I'd give him an 8. Well, it's about that time, loading up and heading back to reality, but fun times. Got to give a big shout out to everybody that helped. First off, Fred and his whole family, Anthony, his wife, family, friends. All you guys treat me just like family, make me feel at home. That really makes it fun and special to come down here and have a good time. Thanks to the guys at Baja Kitchen for helping us have our vendor booth there. It was pretty challenging because the new barricades of making sure everyone's safe after the accident that happened last year. So taking our inventory and our stuff across a street was a bit of a challenge, and it was significantly easier thanks to guys at Baja Kitchen. So when you guys are down in San Felipe, stop in for a beer. The food's really tasty, the carne asada nachos. But thanks everybody for watching. If you guys like the Baja content, let me know. We'll see if we can get down here at least 1 or 2 more times this year. If you haven't been to Baja, you definitely need to go. And stay tuned for more content coming soon. We'll see you on the next one.